No, 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 no. We've done this before. Cut to the intro for this video. Okay. And now the intro again. But with appropriate celebration music. Great! Now let's get started. Onwards, young Padawan! What inspired you to do art? Like doing animatics and stuff? For my art, I was inspired mostly by anime, cartoons, and stuff like that. As for my animatics, they were originally inspired by ink pots, but now I am inspired by ink pots and Art of Ruse. Favorite franchise, either show, movies, or games? Whilst game and show franchises are harder to pick, two movie franchises I loved and still do is the How to Train Your Dragon movies and the Kung Fu Panda movies. Will you do a video revealing your top 10 best videos you've made over the last 10 years? Honestly, I like all the videos I've made over the past 10 years. It would be pretty hard to pick only 10, so I don't think that would be possible to do. Will you finally reveal your face after 10 long years? I am content with my voice and bits of my personality being exposed to people on social media. I don't want to reveal my face yet because I want to keep some aspects of my life and myself private and away from here. This includes how I really look like. So in short, no. What is your favorite part of the creation process for your art? Is it different to your favorite part of the creation process for your videos? I like the finished piece. However, I love seeing how different the final version looks like compared to the rough sketch. I also love the coloring phase of my drawings that I make for DeviantArt too. Plus, with my animatics, there are certain sections I love looking at, whether it is fully finished or not. Also, I like seeing the finished animatic because I can see the work that went into each part that I worked on during the development process. If you had to create a Freedom Planet OC character, who would it be and what species would it have? Honestly, if I did make a Freedom Planet OC or another one, then it would either be a dragon or a dog, like my character Solaris here. How would you react if you woke up with a removable head in the morning? Unrealistically, I'd act and react like the girl from Interview with Monster Girls. But realistically, I would react more like, ah! What do you think of either Super Animal Royal? I did look it up for this question, but I don't know it, nor have I played it. If you would write a game review on Infinite Backlog, which one would you go for and how would you rate it? I don't know about this, nor have I heard of this. So I can't really answer this question. What would happen if you met Sonata the Magician and Bob the Rabbit for the first time? Plus, I know you want to pet him. Well, yes, I would want to hug Bob. I think my brain would just be trying to compute that there's another Sonata that looks like that, but isn't a demonic creature from another world that drains people's energy and life force in a way. If you can travel to an alternate universe and meet another version of yourself, for example, my alternate universe of Shauna, and how you react to meeting your counterpart for the first time. Oh my God! I have Rackles! If you were a wildcard persona user, what would be your 12 personas that you would want and use? They would be the following: Anubis, Neko Shogun, Feng Wan, Nekomata, Anzu, Centennial, Isis, Thoth, Norn, Mikami, Necronomicon because reasons, and Mara. If you were isekai'd into an anime, which one would you like to end up in? Either Little Witch Academia, Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun, Komi Can Communicate, The Ancient Mage's Bride, Brand New Animal, Monster Girl Doctor, Makia When the Promised Flower Blooms, Wolf Children, and, well, many more. There are too many to pick. I need help. Ooh, pets! How many do you have? What animal are they? And what are their names? I have one cat named Duck. That's right, her name is Duck. Aren't we creative? Who is your favorite character of My Hero Academia? This is a little tricky, but it is between Uraraka, the Muffin for obvious reasons, Nejire, Mirio, Frappy, or Deku. But I like all the characters in it, to be honest. Have you ever seen Transformers? If you mean the movies, then yes. But I have only seen 1 or 2 of them, and I honestly can't remember anything about them. As for the shows, I only remember watching 2 of them, but that was when I was quite young, and I can't remember a lot of the ones I watched. I can see why people love this franchise, but it never really fully clicked with me. If my Dragon OC became as famous as Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, do you think there would be a big decent amount of fan art in general? I believe he would get a decent amount of fan art. However, regardless of how famous or well-known a character is or isn't, any fan art is still amazing to see. There doesn't have to be a whole lot of fan art of an OC or an existing character. If there is even just a few, then that still says a lot about a character and how people like them. Would you be surprised if your character, Shauna Lunar, got so much popularity she would be featured in Super Smash Bros. Battle Royale? That would be quite surprising. But I don't think she could ever be in something like that series. It just doesn't really suit her. Plus, she'd stand out a bit too much for understandable reasons. Have you ever watched Angry Video Game Nerd? What do you think of his content? Yes, I have heard of him. I haven't really watched all of his content. I've only seen and watched the videos where he collaborated with the Nostalgia Critic and Black Nerd in regards to the TMNT movies, but I still found him entertaining in those few videos I have seen. If my OC Venomclaw ever released music, would you support my OC by purchasing said albums? Yes, I would. I'm not big into power metal, death metal, or anything like that because I like some other music genres a bit more. However, I'd probably still give it a listen to if I wanted to check it out. A wild dazzling appears. What do you do?
Hey, do you want to go out sometime?
Talk to the hand.
Rude.
No, shoot, that never works.
Are you still making videos and art this year? Yes, I am, and I'm not stopping either. The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers reunion special is coming out this year in April. Are you gonna watch it? I'm probably not going to see it or watch it because I didn't really grow up with or have a strong connection to the Power Rangers franchise. The only things I liked in them were the theme songs, some music pieces, and the Wild Zord designs in Wild Force and Jungle Fury. And that's it. Aside from that, it didn't really click with me as much as other shows or cartoons. However, if any of you like the Power Rangers franchise, then that is just great. As long as you enjoy what you love, then that's all that matters. You do you. Have you ever heard of the death of Jason David Frank? No, not really. However, he will be remembered for all the people who grew up with him and loved him in anything he was in, though mostly in Power Ranger shows. Whilst it is sad that he is gone, he will still be loved for many more years to come and for the people who knew him and his characters he brought to life. How do you feel about my OC characters Whitney, Flory, and Catherine from my series Jorge Legacy? I think those characters are interesting and fun in both design and personality. What got you into art? We had some VHS tapes on drawing cartoony characters that I used to draw a lot when I was younger. However, whilst cartoons got me into art, so did anime. Sonic X was my first anime, alongside anime like Digimon, Pokemon, and Yu-Gi-Oh! And that one got me into not only video games, aside from a few Final Fantasy games that I grew up with and played, but also video game art and character designs too. Favorite anime and why? This is a tough question to answer, to be honest, because I like all the anime I've seen over the past few years that it's so hard to pick my all-time favorite. However, one anime I have seen recently that I really like is Bubble. Yes, it's a movie, but it's an anime, so it counts. I really enjoy the story, but I love the animation, visual style, colors, and the soundtrack of the movie. I listen to the soundtrack a lot, and I love playing Uta to Hibiki on the piano. Also, the parkour scene and this scene are my favorite parts. Also, a quick shout out to Studio Ghibli and Studio Chizu because I love the films they make too. Shauna, have you ever played the new game Sonic Frontiers? I haven't played the game yet, but I am thinking about getting it in terms of the visuals, music, Sage's character and story, and just how fun it looks in general. Overall, it looks like a fun game to play as a casual gamer rather than a Sonic fan. And that was all the questions I got asked on DeviantArt and YouTube. I want to thank you all for your interesting and fun questions. Oh, and to anyone who got their questions answered in the comments section on either YouTube or DeviantArt, I still want to thank you because you still had some fun, funny, and or interesting questions to ask me. I also want to give a quick shout out to official Ryan Foraker who made the introduction and the logo for this video, who has been recently recovering from his struggling mental health over the previous year and months. I know mental health is a difficult and tough subject to talk about and address, but I will quickly say this. If you are struggling with your mental health, please note that you are not alone. You have people who love, care, and support you, and that you can call on and reach out to. Plus, there is always help out there for you to cope with this, from counseling to therapy. There is always someone out there to help you, so don't be afraid to reach out for help, because you are not alone. Aside from that, thank you once again for all your fun questions, and also once again for enjoying the videos and content I have made over these 10 years. You are all amazing people and you should feel honored for that. This is Shanada Beta saying over and out, and see you in the next video.